with an aim to help people reach their milestones.
So Saeloun was started as a way for being a company which is employee owned.
He is leading a team of developers specialized in web application framework.
We help like a bunch of different clients in various fields from e-commerce, healthcare, and so forth.
NewsX India A-list proudly recognizes Vipul Amler for excellence in web services.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on our special series NewsX A-list. And today on the show, we have a very special guest. Yes, Vipul Amler is joining us on the broadcast. He's founder and CEO, Saeloun. Welcome, Vipul, to the show. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, hi there. Thanks for having me here.
Well, great to have you as well. Let me start out by just getting you to give us a bit of an introduction about yourself, Vipul, before we talk about your company.
Hi, so my name is Vipul. I am a software developer who works on web and mobile applications. We primarily use technologies called as Ruby on Rails and React.js, which are used by major companies like Facebook, Flipkart, Instagram, and so forth. I've been in this industry for the last a decade or so. At the same time, I also have written books on these technologies, as well as other than that, recently I've also been doing small angel investments.
Okay, and just talking a bit now about your company that you've set up and founded, of course, tell us a bit more about it and how you decided to found Saeloun.
So this is my second company in the last couple of years. So Saeloun was started as a way for being a company which is employee owned, as well as having a very open, transparent culture. We started off with that so that employees have more input in the growth and so forth. Saeloun specializes in the same thing, Ruby on Rails and React.js, and we help like a bunch of different clients in various fields from e-commerce, healthcare, and so forth.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the primary purpose of starting.
Okay, what are the kind of services you offer, and who are your primary clients, Vipul?
Yeah, so we many clients which are established clients, they contact us and reach out to us for our expertise on Ruby on Rails and React.js, which I used for building applications like you might have seen Airbnb or Amazon or Flipkart. So we help them to build the web applications, as well as we also have expertise in helping build them mobile applications that you use. For example, if you're using Paytm or Google Pay, these kind of applications we help our clients build out. As well as at the same time, when they're clients who are growing a lot, they come to us for helping them to scale or a bunch of different things.
Okay, and of course, as far as your clients portfolio is concerned, are these specifically your only clients that you mentioned, or is it ever growing as we speak?
Yeah, so there has been a huge growth since the last year. I think that's one of the things that we have had a huge, a lot of people last year after the pandemic started coming up online, which has seen for us, it has been like a very busy time for us, a lot of growth happening around.
Yeah. And just speaking about now the founding principles on the basis of which you started Saeloun, what was that? You were talking about it a bit earlier about profit sharing and about equitable partnership with all your employees.
Yeah.
So just tell us a bit more about that, and also what do you believe sets apart Saeloun from others in the market?
Yeah, so the profit sharing was one part of the thing, but also we have been, and this is before the pandemic, like in last year, everyone started to do work from home or remote work, but I have been doing remote work since 2011 or 2012.
Okay.
And that was the same principle as well, which sets Saeloun apart. We have been doing remote work, and remote work has been our culture from day one since we started in 2019. In terms of profit sharing, we are a services company, so we provide consulting with various different companies. So for employees to have more ownership in the company, that was one of our ways to whatever profits we have, we actually announce them publicly as well and share the data or financial data with everyone so that they're aware of how we are doing, and then also equitably distribute 25% of all our profits with our employees.
Okay, fantastic. And and as far as, of course, now how the hiring's been going about, just tell us about how the hiring's been and how the expansion is going currently.
Yeah, so we are because of like being remote, for us it has been both a mixture of good and bad. It's been good because we are able to hire from anywhere in the world. But at the same time, what has happened is during the pandemic, everyone moved to remote, and then the market in India has heated up so much because of a big boom from especially like startups, a lot of money being invested right now in Indian ecosystem, as well as since going remote, a lot of businesses all over the world have started hiring remotely, so especially from India as well. So for us, that has been like kind of competitive thing going on. But yeah, we have been, as I said, like we have seen like 200% growth in the last year or so, and we have always been in the process of hiring and scaling up. Although we try to keep higher like our processes to hire like the best people. So we have been being mindful about that at the same time.
Well, this is the new normal. So I have to ask you, how does one go about hiring for remote jobs?
Yeah. So this is specific to our field. For example, what we do is we give some take-home assessments. We of course pay for them like work that people would do. So they can work on their own time instead of blocking some time or in-person interviews, which traditionally happen. And then once they do that at their own time, which is how you would, as it is, work with us in an asynchronous fashion when you're working with us on our jobs. We don't have like a 9 to 5 thing. And then we go on to do the traditional video interviews and so forth. But it's very relaxed process instead of just one interview after the other.
Yeah. And what does remote work actually look like for Saeloun?
So it's been like, since we have been like doing remote for the last a couple of years, our team was already used to the whole remote or work from home, which is going to be the same case for us. We do have an office in Pune and in Boston, but like people go there more for hanging out or socializing with the team. But for us, it has always been that we work remotely in an asynchronous fashion, it allows people to free up a lot of time, work from their hometowns, spend more time with their families, having a better work and life balance. So it's going to be the same way for us. We have settled pretty much into that.
That of course does lead me to my next question about the kind of professional growth and also personal growth for an individual indulging in remote work, in Saeloun and at, of course, other places.
This is what I would also tell people when they used to consider us as a company to join. Before the pandemic, that was our edge. Right now, everyone is going remote, so that's not anymore. But basically, what people used to, or why people used to approach or join us, is many of them are excellent. They are in their fields, but they don't want to specifically live in the metro cities. They want to stay back with their parents, or they want to do travel, or just in general work at their own pace. So for us, that has been like the basic differentiator or focus, like how we have been able to attract, or how remote is going to be for us. And at the same time, like remote work is like work from anywhere, but it is not necessarily like they have to work in silos. We all, of course, have a team in Pune, and whenever people need, they come and hang out and work with the team as well.
Okay. Final question then. Any plans for the near future that you can share with us? What's the road ahead looking like for you?
Yeah, so we have been scaling a lot, which is one of the primary reasons, like, putting the word out there that we're hiring, or there has been like a huge growth right now in India. So many of our clients have been primarily in US, but now we have seen like a huge growth happening in India as well. So we'll be focusing on these two markets going ahead. But at the same time, we are growing a lot. So also, looking at ways for expanding in hiring, or having, some plans for also, having plans for teaching people while they're on their jobs and such cases. Yeah.
Okay, well, great. Vipul Amler, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX, and wishing you and of course Saeloun all the very best in the years ahead.
Thanks so much. Thanks again for having me.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.